And we are going to hop in to the grand finals. It's finals time. We're here. It's been a great KSL so far. And how else could it end but with this match? Is there any other way? I think this might be the only way KSL ends anymore. This is it. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Solaris, we have Dragon Kitesy Gaming's Dark. And, of course, his opponent, his teammate, the one and only Hero, spawning in the upper right. These guys have played so many finals against each other. I think this might be 10. This might be their 10th KSL finals against each other. It's either 9 or 10. I start to lose count. It's crazy because sometimes you'll have a tournament where like one player makes it to the end a lot, and both of these guys have made it there so much. But the fact that they've played against each other, I think the only thing that really rivals that is how often MaxPax and Clem meet in the finals of the EPT Cups, Europe and NA. It's crazy. But yes, I'm very excited to have a new cat. Yeah, we're gonna try to get him as adjusted as possible. I don't live in a very big apartment, so there's not like a lot of new space to get used to. He'll figure out the layout very quickly. I'm gonna have the same food and the same litter that he's been used to, and it's just gonna be me and him. He doesn't have any other animals to get used to or fight with or anything, but it's just me. He just has me to get used to and fight with. And I think we'll get along splendidly. But I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to there being cat pictures, many cat pictures in the Discord. If you're in my Discord, honestly, even if you're in other people's Discords that I'm also in, just be ready for those cat pics because they're gonna be all over the place. And if he's comfortable being on camera, we'll get him on camera. If he finds a nice little spot that he likes to nestle in while I'm streaming. I mean, there's also a very real chance. This desk, if I'm a cat, I'll be honest, this desk is looking pretty cozy when I'm paying attention to it. And he might just jump up here and try to distract me.
He is a man, but he's
so
also
we'll
a
see
chicken.
how it goes. I'm excited. Fading at Hedges. Fading at Hedges. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Snack Trash. What an excellent name. Welcome. Welcome to the flock, courtesy of Fading the Hedges. Fading of the Hedges. I can read. Listen, reading is hard. Let's talk about this game a little bit because Hero is getting very aggressive right now. And Dark so far smackering up. We're not seeing anything crazy out of him. He's got a third base on the way. But Glaves is almost done. Hero, this is just 4 gates, so it doesn't have to go crazy, but he does have this proxy pylon out here that he should be able to warp in the other side of these rocks and send these adepts straight across into the natural of Dark. And he is already sending those shades out. As Glaves is about to finish here, this is going to be very annoying for Dark to deal with. Dark needs to make sure he gets enough units up. His Bane Nest is not done yet. Queen standing out front, waiting for those lings to spawn. The lings are needed to chase the shades. Yeah, the slow warp and pylon delaying this by quite a bit. And it looks like Hero is just going to be able to go for an expansion behind it. See if he can get some drone kills. Dark's job is going to be to stop that from happening, so he's just building as many lings as he can. Dark only on 37 drones right now. Ooh, and he kind of baits the Adepts up, but I guess the Adepts are going to win the fight, so was it really a bait? Now the Shade back down, the Lings trying to get on top of this. They get a couple of the Adepts, but the other ones all group up behind this Baneling Nest. So far, not a lot of drone damage. Up to 4 now. But with the Banelings out, it becomes a little bit harder, and Hero just decides to go for the recall. Doesn't want to go risk it for the biscuit, as it were. Oh, these Adepts might get caught here. They were trying to run away, but they are going to be caught and killed, just trading as best as they can in the meantime. Late Adepts do trade pretty well against the Lings. Gotta be a bit careful of the Banelings behind this. Dark Shrine is on the way. Oh, Hero's got to be a little careful. Needs to group up against the Lings. It's a split against the Banelings, though. Those Banelings could have connected a little bit better.
But he's
unfortunately for Dark, Banelings do not connect. He needs to morph some more. Lings are going to try to get the surround. They will get the surround. Queen's doing damage as well, and the Adepts, only a couple of them going to be able to escape and try to get some drones, but the drones get pulled away, and that is going to be it for the Adepts. Now, they have traded with a lot of Lings. 56 Lings have gone down, but still good trades for Dark. Dark has not built any more drones. He just now is building them. That means he's got a lot of Lings and Banes out, though. Snack Trash gifting another sub. Oh my goodness. This one to Psychons. Thank you so much, Snack Trash, for 2 gifted subs. Depth's threatening the third base a little bit here. More drones coming out of Dark. Dark's in a tough spot, though. Yes, he defended all of this. Yes, he traded better, but he's been forced to build so many Lings and so many Banes that even though he's been pumping out drones, look at the worker count. Hero is up 15 workers still. His third base is fully saturated on minerals right now. He's just chilling at 60 probes. And Dark is struggling to catch up. His economy is pretty abysmal. I think he's going to be forced into an all-in here. He's going to start up his lair, but he's got 5 Overlords on the way. Those 5 Overlords usually mean it's going to be nonstop roaches from here on out. But I guess he was just close to a supply block, decided to build all the OVs. He's going to keep droning up, and he's so far behind. Look at the economy here. Hero taking a huge lead and just holding on to it. And he's not going to shade into those Banelings. Hero, a little bit too good of a player for that. And the DTs didn't end up doing anything. He just morphs them into Archons. He was worried about the counterattack with the Lings and Banes. But you really can't attack into 4 Archons with Lings and Banes. You need to get those roaches out. And with the roaches, you need that roach speed. Was there charge? Yeah, there was charge.
He is a man,
looks like he just
but
finished.
He's also a
+1 about to finish as well for Hero. And he's going to have Charge Lot Archon trying to bust into Dark. And Dark has been droning so much. He does have quite a few Queens. He's gotten out a decent amount of roaches. Is it going to be enough, though? Can the Banelings get okay connections here? Oh, they're catching up to those Adepts. They do get some decent ones, at least pushing Hero back for a little bit. Oh, the Adept's going to sneak through, though. Try to get on top of this drone line and target down some of these drones. Roach is forced to handle them. And the Queens will push away the Archons. So far, a decent job from Dark, but as I say that, 8 drones have gone down. Dark's army is double that of Hero's right now, though. Can Hero hold on if there's a counterattack? He has so many drones, but he's trying to take a 4th base. He might be being too greedy behind this. He's so far ahead. But there might be a chance here for Dark to push. It's just his roach speed and +1 are so far away. And you just can't push across the map without those. He can't, especially roach speed. Look at how slow these roaches are. How are you going to get across there? And then Hero, in the meantime, on his superior economy, should just be able to warp stuff in. He's getting out Immortals as well. And I feel like, yeah, a couple of Immortals with this is going to be unstoppable by pure roaches. Maybe Dark can, by some miracle, get enough roaches out. He's not droning anymore, which I think is smart. It's too late for that, honestly. It's too late for this to go into a macro game. He's too far behind. He's down a base on the Protoss. He's been down like 20 workers just this whole time. Dark has 1 shot, and it's for roach speed and +1 and as many roaches as he can to push across the map. And I think Hero's recognized it, but we will see. Archon's trying to get some damage done in the meantime, killing one of those Queens. And the roaches are going to split up a little bit here. Dark trying to hit in a couple different locations. Cannon, shield battery, a couple of Archons and Zealots trying to hold on here. Hero bringing down the rest of his forces, but that is going to leave his natural wide open. There's nothing even in the door. And these roaches are just going to start pounding on the front. They decide to run in that door, and then Hero's going to go for that recall. Does he have enough on both fronts here to hold on? Hero, ooh, he's losing Archons out here. The Immortals pushing roaches away on this side. Dark, he's using his army so smartly, and now he's getting on this fourth base, getting some probe kills, finally disrupting Hero's economy. Hero is going to hold on at the front. He'd rather give up the fourth base than give up the front of his natural, and I think that's a wise choice. He does have a couple of DTs as well. Actually, DTs could have been instrumental in holding this side. But I think Hero, a little late to the DT warp-ins. He's going to lose that fourth base. The probes going to be able to survive by some miracle. Dark letting them live. Hero is very supply blocked at the moment. Building 4 pylons right now. I don't even know if that's going to be enough to really be able to be unsupply blocked. Snack Trash, thank you so much for yet another gifted sub. Just 3 in a row. Boom, boom, boom. BK Rack. Been in chat for a while. Thank you for gifting subs to the loyal chatters. I appreciate that, Snack Trash. And Dark somehow, even still just on 57 drones, just now taking a fourth base. He is maxed. And he is just building so many units. Stalker's going to blink back, just trying to pick off as many of these Lings as they can while they still can. But Dark is in here now. Lings, Roaches, and Ravagers. The Immortal Shield's getting popped. Fancy pickup micro here out of Hero, and he has some units on the high ground. I don't know if I like this engagement for Dark. A bunch of Stalkers warp in. I think this might just be too much Protoss, too much micro ability with the Warp Prism, with the Blink Stalkers, and these tanky Archons out front. And while Dark did such a good job making a game out of this absolute loss, this losing position that he was in, he made such a game out of it. It really looked like he was going to be able to take it.
Chickenman,
but the patience of Hero to let that fourth base go, knowing how good of a position he was in. He lets the fourth base go. He just gets as many units out as he can, knowing that the one advantage his opponent had was number of units, and his units were all better. Great move from Hero. Kind of hitting the Prime button. The lesson to you guys out there: you have your Amazon account linked to your Twitch account, you get 1 free sub per month, and all you have to do is hit that button. You can subscribe for free to any channel once a month. Thank you for utilizing that Prime sub here. Twitch.tv/ChickenmanSC. I appreciate that. I need love tonight. Take mine and give me some. Much love to you, my friend. Much love. Love all around. We have game number 2. We're going to Alcyone here. Yeah, what a wild game. It really felt like Dark did a good job holding off those Adepts, but I think just he was on such a low drone count. Usually against 4-gate Adepts, I feel like you usually want to be at like 40, 41 workers. He was at 37. So losing, I think it was 4.
Oh man, Chickenman.
Didn't seem painful, but it put him down to such a low amount that coming back from that was very, very difficult. Skatu. Oh my God, Skatu hitting that resub button. 6 months. Take us home. Country roads in the upper right-hand corner of Alcyone. It is Dark. Not able to take game 1, but this is a best of 5. You know, he's got plenty of time here. His opponent in the lower left-hand corner, none other than Hero.
He's a man, but he's also a chicken.
Be our hero, baby. Skatu. I mean, he's the hero right now. Look at that. Just dropping the 5 gifted.
He's a man.
Going
but
to
he's
Digitoxin. A little bit dicey. Bruno Ursa. Haldi 101 and Poriforion. What a great list.
He's a man
of people
but
to
he's
receive
also a
those
chicken.
gifted subs. Thank you so much, Skatu. Skatu, everybody. is one of the small elite group of people.
But he's also a chicken.
That is the reason we're able to put on the KSL to this day. The reason we were able to start the KSL. And oh my God. Is this happening right now? This is it. This is it. There it is. Oh, baby. Look at what we got. What is this? Now, Dark going for the gold base. Oh my, did Hero just scout that? Oh, he did. I mean, that's huge. He needs to know that there's a hatchery right there. Dark going for the gold base, I feel like, is kind of expected. I can foresee Dark builds involving a gold base, right? He's done this a lot. And Hero has done this a lot. I don't know that he's done this in this matchup, though. And I certainly have not seen this on this map. I do not know where we go from here. Hero's got to get some defenses up, and he knows it. Because the moment Dark realizes there's no natural, he's going to get real suspicious. And I have a feeling it's not going to be long before he sends units directly here. And look at that, the first two lings. He's like, hey, are you doing the same thing? Oh, hey, you are doing the same thing. He's got ling speed on the way, a bunch more lings being built. He knows if he can get the aggression going on Hero and stop this base from really getting mining, that could pose a real problem for Hero. Now, Hero is going to show up with the Adept, recalls those probes to get there. I love how the Protoss recalls the probes. Dark just had to run the drones over. And now Dark's got roaches on the way. And he's going to try to bust these rocks down for quicker reinforcements from the main base. And he's just going to try to hit with roaches and lings. And he can walk this queen across. Queen dropped the creep tumor. She is very close to this base now. That's going to make the Oracle a little less strong against this. Hero maybe wishing he had started a Void Ray. I don't think he realized it was going to be roaches. But it's dark, so I don't know how you could possibly not think it's going to be roaches. The Oracle pops out. That's the Queen's job, but the Oracle is going to be able to get some decent damage done on this Roach. In the meantime, Roach has to back up. Ooh, the Oracle getting very low. It does stay alive. Is there an overcharge available? There is, and there it goes. The Bile going down onto that shield battery, but it's staying alive for right now. 8 hit points, down it goes. No more healing here for the Protoss, but a second Oracle is about to pop. One of these Queens is very low. He's going to focus down the Queen. He's going to try to kill this one. Probes getting pulled. 4 probes have gone down, but Dark's only on 20 workers. Hero can absolutely afford to lose a few. Warp Gate is finished, and that means Hero can get some reinforcements here. He should have a couple of gates. He's going to warp in a Stalker and dodges the Bile. No, actually he gets hit by the Bile, but he gets the Stalkers in. A new shield battery is about to finish up. 2 more Queens have showed up, though. Dark is showing no signs of stopping. And it's going to be a few more seconds before the overcharge is ready again. And oh, that Bile really hurts. Is there another overcharge available if the main has enough energy? It does not. 2 more gates going down on the main base. Hero desperately trying to hold. He's up workers, but he hasn't been mining with these probes for so long. They're barely mining. And I think Hero's going to evacuate this base. Whoa, where are those Stalkers going? They clicked on something by accident. Roach is trying to help out here, but the probes get turned around and fight. The gateway goes down. That's so many probes. And oh no, the Stalkers! Oh, and that's it. The gold base is dead. Everything down here is dead. And Hero can hold on up here, but can he do anything offensively? Can he attack at all? Wait a second. Wait a second. The Oracle. Oh my God, this Oracle diving in, getting some drone kills. Dark was only on 20 workers, guys. He had to build 2 spores and 5 drones got killed. He's on 13 workers. That's why Hero's still in this game. He went and got some damage done with that Oracle. Hot diggity dog. And Hero behind this, getting into a Twilight Council and 4 gateways. Nostra Beefs. What a great name. Thank you so much for the fresh, hot Tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the flock, my friend. So Hero's going to try to get into Glaives off the back of this. Dark is going to try to not let him do that. He wants to just start poking up this ramp. Dark has been droning behind this. He still is droning behind this. Hero has no recourse for follow-up, like, economic gain here. His only hope is to do damage. He has no other base. Doesn't really have a way to take another base. This pylon looks like it's going to go down. Hero trying to buy some time. Does kill the roach. That is going to be a dead pylon. Depower is one of the gateways. Oh, Dark moving up the ramp. 3 more Adepts coming home. Going to block these Ravagers in. But are the Ravagers blocked in? Oh my god. They file down those Warping and Stalkers. And that's going to be GG. The gold base versus gold base goes in favor of Dark in that situation. Dark just quicker to the gun, to the draw of getting those units out. The setup for Hero was a little too long. Getting into the Stargate, just getting a couple of Adepts over there. It wasn't quite enough to stop the Roaches, the Ravagers, the Lings, the Queens. Maybe a Void Ray. You know, maybe a Void Ray would have done it. Hard to say. But Dark ends up taking down the gold base, pushing in to the main, and somehow winning that game. I don't think he went above 20 drones that whole game. I kind of love looking at chat in moments like that and looking back up and seeing like Dark is dead. Wait, I think Hero's dead. Nope, Dark is dead. Like, it goes back and forth. You can't quite tell who's actually dead. And then Dark wins. So you really don't know until you know. Let's hop into game 3. We're here on Hecate. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner, we have Dragon, Kitesy Gaming's Dark. Looking solid in the cheesiest game of the day so far. His opponent in the upper right-hand corner, it's Hero. Maybe needed a little more static defense at that base. You know what I was thinking? You take that gold base, then you go for the Forge. Cannon up your base, you know? That's the real strat. Can't bust cannons. I mean, unless you have Ravagers, then you can combust them pretty easily, but I digress. No gold bases this time. There is a half gold base on this map. I'm not really sure how the math works out on this base, how much more you mine, but you do have the half gold base. Friendly reminder, since we are in the finals, I don't think I've mentioned this at all today. The KSL is a community-funded tournament. It is all thanks to the community that we are able to get this going and keep this going for 32 weeks, including a big Summer Slam a couple of months ago. And if you'd like to support Korean StarCraft, support these players, and also get some great content out of it, we have replays available. If you're the kind of person that likes to look at the replays, I'm not a studier, but I understand people are. For as little as $5 a month, you can join our Patreon, get the replays from every weekly, and you know, enjoy some high-level Korean StarCraft. The highest level, in fact. There's my shill for the Patreon for the day. Trying to get as many people in there as we can and keep us going. Right now, we're a little below the goal of keeping the weekly going. So what we have decided to do is to keep the prize pool consistent, because that's what keeps the players around, you know. We've decided to take a week off just every now and then, every probably 4 or 5 weeks, just so that we can match up with what we're getting in and what we're putting out. I kind of feel like if we drop the prize pool, a lot of these guys might not be as inclined to play. So just trying to cover the difference there. It's also kind of nice. Some weeks are a little bit rough for players, you know, especially we've got like DreamHack Atlanta coming up. It's probably a good week to take off. So if we can work that with the prize pool, and I mean, I'm going to be in Atlanta, so not going to be able to really admin the tournament anyways. Then it can work out and not be too much of a drag for us. But I appreciate your guys' support. Appreciate you hanging out here tonight. Hope you're enjoying the games. This is what's called filling time while we get into our macro phase of the game. We're just filling time until Dark decides to make like 6 overlords. That's what we're watching for. Because then we know the fun's about to begin. Hero getting some good drone kills here, though. Oracle getting 4. That Adepts that got some other damage there. Yeah, a couple of Adepts getting some more damage. Dark down to 29 workers already. And Hero's going to be able to secure this third base. This is a great opening for Hero. I mean, damn. Dark doesn't have any tech. He's just got to keep on droning. He does have 3 queens on the way, so he's beefing up the queens for now. And play that good old Link Queen style. Who was I casting recently that like barely made any queens? Was it? I think it was DRG. Who I felt like was playing so queenless early on compared to what I see a lot of other Zerg players play. It's interesting how even in 2023 there isn't necessarily one style people have settled on that's like, oh, this is, you have to play this way. You have to do this. As much as pro players will talk about the optimal way to play and stuff, it feels like there's so many options for different play styles to come through. And Hero's going to go for the triple Oracle this time. I feel like I haven't seen triple Oracle in a minute. Dark might have gotten a little surprised there. Loses a queen, loses a few more drones. Just one more drone before those Oracles get shoved away. The nice thing about the triple Oracle is you have a lot of energy for stasis traps. So if Dark does try to go for a big push, lately I've seen stasis wards be used by the highest level Protoss in extremely good effect. Max has used them a lot. I've seen Hero use them as well. Where just you realize attacking in to those invisible areas that you just can't go and you're not exactly sure where they are becomes so difficult. You can kind of see them, and so you can like bile them down, but if you miss one, suddenly you got 30 lings caught or like 8 roaches caught up front. It's so powerful for the Protoss. I've seen a lot of holds where the stasis wards are just everything. Not even just in this matchup. We were watching PvP earlier, Estrella versus Nice, and stasis wards absolutely won Estrella the game. We do have some lings on the way. Roach speed on the way here for Dark as well. He's going to try to avoid yet another stasis trap. Ooh, might be able to get the second Oracle. Yeah, only one Oracle left now for Hero. But now Hero's about to have Blink. He's got a bunch of Stalkers. He's going to go pressure the other side of the map. The Roaches aren't quite out yet, and they don't have speed, so these Stalkers should be able to force a cancel on this base. In fact, Pylon's going down here for Hero. He wants to hit with some close warp-ins. And he is just going to put this pressure on immediately. Some of those Roaches have popped. Not a lot, though. Now, there's no +1 on these Stalkers. Hero going to have to be a bit extra careful with them. Make sure to get them out of there. Slow warp-ins, too, making it a little bit more difficult. Oh, some Adepts pathing the wrong way. End up dying without getting any damage done. So far, Dark doing a great job holding off against this. Not really taking much damage, losing maybe a queen or two, a few lings. But I think Hero needs to get a little bit more done than that, because Dark is just building units right now. Dark trying to dodge his own biles there as he drops them on the ramp. Doing a great job, though. Those biles connect really nicely onto Hero's Stalkers. Oh my god, Hero's building shield batteries and gateways here. He really wants to go for this. He is going hardcore. I don't know if Dark has realized how intense this is. Yeah, okay, he has seen at least some of this. So he knows that his opponent is just going for it. He is not chilling at all whatsoever. And 3 Adepts are going to sneak by and try to get some drone kills. The worker count is very similar, so even just 3 kills and Hero takes a nice lead there. In fact, it looks like he was probing up a little bit back at home. He takes a pretty substantial lead of 10 workers. Dark does have a decent amount of Ravagers up, so he's just laying out biles here, making it difficult for Hero to ever move up this ramp. Hero's going to take this opportunity to rotate around and start clearing the creep over here. This fourth base might be in jeopardy. The Lings are coming back in. This is such a dicey situation, especially for Dark. But these units, these Stalkers, can be very fragile. That's where the Oracles come in. They really need to help against the Lings. Shield Battery is not going to have much energy on it, but it's just going to help keep these Stalkers a little bit closer to healthy. This is so dicey. Behind this, Hero's trying to get into a Fleet Beacon. And a second Stargate. Oh my god. Just keeping this pressure on so much right now. Oh, Dark sending a big counterattack up north. He's going to try to hit this base. And there is nothing in the wall. Oh my god, there's nothing in the wall. Hero, no, the door! Close the door! And he's going to be forced to orbit a bunch of Zealots here. The natural, or the third base rather. Shield Battery's holding on for a little while, but there's the recall from Hero. He gets out of there, but that's going to give up this position. In fact, he's going to lose a bunch of Stalkers here for next to nothing. 2 gateways, 2 pylons, and a Shield Battery. Lots of commitment out on the map. And that's what you get for trying to tech into carriers while you're also being extremely aggressive. And I feel like that was Hero getting a little greedy trying to get into the double Stargate carrier while he was doing that. Not able to deal with the run by. Now, Hero did lose a bunch of probes, but remember how far ahead he was. So he's still ahead. Like, he lost a handful, but honestly, that wasn't as much damage as I had expected it to be. It was some nice damage there for Dark. It pulls Hero off of his back. But it certainly doesn't end the game. And because Dark's not immediately moving across the map, although as I say it, he starts to do it, those carriers are going to pop, or at least one of them is going to pop. But no, there's both of them. And none of what Dark has shoots up. So now he's got to hit in multiple locations here while he gets some tech up back at home. He does have the Infestation Pit on the way. But he's going to hit on this side. He's going to run by on this side. There's just right now the 1 cannon and 1 shield battery, and that is not going to last particularly long against this. Now the 2 carriers, on the other hand, are going to push this away. Oh, Hero, please pay attention. Hero. Oh, that was dangerously close. That's a very low carrier. Looks like the Lings will get cleaned up over here. The thing about this is Dark is not on a great economy. So he is just kind of trading out right now, but look at how dead even these supplies are. And Dark knows he needs some anti-air. He does have the Spire on the way. He's got the Hive on the way. He's trying to get into that higher tech. But Hero's just going to push again. There's no energy on these Oracles, though, so he's got to be a little bit careful against the heavy Ling count of his opponent. And now the Roaches and Ravagers come over as well. And Hero's going to have to blink backwards. Ooh, he doesn't have blink anymore. Be careful. Carriers fighting against the Queens. That is not what the carriers want to fight. This feels like a bit of a bungle from Hero as he dives in without enough Oracle energy. Oh, the Queens just burrowed, which I don't necessarily think was on purpose. The Biles again hitting these carriers. This one is so low. 4 hit points. It goes down. But now the Oracles have some juice again. They're going to come back into this. And Hero is going to start pushing Dark back. It looked so bad for Hero there as he got pushed away with some fresh warp ins, a fresh couple of carriers, and suddenly he pushes right back into Dark. And now Dark's in the tight spot, trying to get some Corruptors out to deal with these carriers. There are 2 more on the way. There's a Void Ray as well that was made. Neither player on a great economy, though. Hero has not resupplied this base. Still only on 66 workers. Dark does have a new 4th base up, and he could retake this one. This is getting kind of weird. Dark is also to Hive, so his tech is quite good. Templar Archives finishing up right now for Hero. That is a crucial piece of tech. That Adrenal also can be quite helpful. The late game Ling runarounds. But we really are starting to hit late game here. And who is in the better position for late game? Kind of a hard question to ask. I actually kind of like Dark's position better. Dark's going to have Corruptors against Carriers. That's always a good position to be in. He has the ability to make both Vipers and Infestors. And I feel like, oh my god, the door is just open again. I feel like he's not making those, and that might be a bit of a problem. Few probes are starting to go down. The Lings are getting in. Bile's trying to take down some of these units, but not getting the best connections. And Hero's going to be able to push this away. Oh, man, these Lings, though, 19 probes going down already. And the burrow from Dark. This is something we see from Dark. He's very, very good at just keeping these Lings burrowed, being so annoying with them. 20 probes go down, and I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys pop back out and get some more damage done soon. Hero's just doing the screw it shove. He says, I don't think you have enough to deal with these 5 carriers. But the Bile's connecting on a number of the carriers, and now the Corruptors come in, and the ground army is nowhere nearby to help out. They're busy with the ground army of Dark, and I don't think Hero's going to have enough to really push through. More Lings and Roaches on the way. Hero's doing a pretty decent job on the ground here. Some drones are starting to go down. But I feel like Dark should be able to get enough out to clean this up, and we have more probes dying on the other side of the map. Hero down below 50 workers. He's just going to dive forward. He wants to get on these reinforcements. He does not want to let Dark get the army back up. Actually, the Overlord farm could be a problem. Dark can't build any more units right now. He has, what, 6 more Roaches on the way? Hold the phone, guys. There's still another carrier left alive, too. I think there's some more Corruptors in the air. It's just 3. They're trying to pee on this building. Can they get it? Did Hero do this? He supply blocked the absolute shit out of Dark. Dark is at 88 supply cap right now. He finally gets the Overlords. He needs to start building units. But I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can get enough. Oh, the Roaches. Oh, man, the Prismatically Aligned Void Ray doing so much. The Corruptor going to come over and finish it off. But that means those Corruptors are going to go down. Can the Stalkers do it? Hero's deciding to focus fire the Hive. He wants to get the kill on the good building. And he is going to be able to get these Stalkers, I was going to say out of here, but look at the drones. Oh, what a move. Even transfusing that Roach, keep it alive a little bit longer. I mean, okay, Dark holds on, but the worker count is reset. Hero lost his natural to the Ling counterattack, but he still has his 3rd and 4th up. The Lings doing their best to be annoying. Dark has the half gold base up here, so that's going to help us boost his economy a little bit. He kept most of his tech alive. Losing that Hive is painful, but he has most of the actual tech buildings that he needs. This is a hard game to call right now. I think this is better for Dark. But I don't know, man. The Blink Stalker Archon combo is so sick. And even with just the 1 carrier, that's such an annoying carrier to deal with. Dark needs to make sure he's got enough anti-air over here to deal with the carrier. The Blink forward going to try to take down some Ravagers. And the Corruptor's not going to be able to win the fight. Wait, maybe with the Transfuses? I don't know how many Transfuses there are. The Interceptors are staying alive, which means the carrier is getting targeted down. Ooh, Infestor pops out for the Fungal. It's going to be the Fungal Bile combination. That is going to be a dead carrier, but Hero's starting to push through. The army supply still in favor of the Zerg. The Blink forward, but I think maybe a little too bold, maybe? More Stalkers warp in. The Archon on its own, but now the Stalkers blink forward to help it out. The Archon stays alive at 6 hit points. And Immortal is about to pop as well. And Hero's going to take down this base. It's now 2 base to 2 base, essentially, as this base is mined out. Oh, this is insane. Okay, Ling counterattack. There are cannons and shield batteries at that base, but this base is completely empty and ready to get killed. Super shield battery turns on. Well, it's pretty good, but I don't know. Adrenal Lings are also pretty good. And so down go all the probes anyways. That is 13 dead probes. Hero says, screw it. I'm going in anyways. He's going to dodge the Biles. Drones coming off the line. Dark is desperate. He's down to 30 workers. He's losing so many. Hero still has 40 back at home, and I think Hero has done it. GG. Somehow Hero pushes through. That was so insanely close. It kept looking like Dark was about to hold. And there's that moment where if the Zerg holds and then 10 more roaches pop out, the next Protoss attack just gets demolished. But it never quite happened. Those counterattacks meant that Dark didn't have quite enough at home to comfortably defend. So it was always so close. And I can't believe Hero actually was able to push through for the win on that one. I thought he was dead for sure. When he lost those carriers, I thought it was over. Actually insane. Also, I don't think Dark ever got above like 63 drones or something like that. Like very low worker counts for a lot of that game. God, these guys always give such good matches. Actually insane. Straight ballers. Yes, indeed. Yes, in fact, that is the truth. We're getting into Site Delta for game number 4. It is match point right now for Hero. Hero, by far, the most winningest KSL player we have. He has won more than anybody else. Not only that, in all the times these guys have met in the finals so far, Hero has won every time but one. Let's see if that streak continues here, or if he can keep the streak broken, as I think he won last time they met, if I'm not mistaken. In the upper left-hand corner of Site Delta, it is Dark. I have the names backwards. There we go. His opponent in the lower right-hand corner trying to get back into his KSL winning form. It is a Hero. Here we're going to go ahead and block the base, as you do. Ooh, Dark wants the base. Dark wants it. He wants it. He wants the base. Does Hero know he wants the base? Oh, Hero's going to go check. Wait, does he want the base? Okay, he wants the base. He also wants this base, though. Okay, Hero. He's like, oh, where's your third base? Where's that hatchery? Want to see a magic trick? Ta-da! Oh, I love him so much. Hero's going to go for the probe pull. There are multiple schools of thought on how to deal with this. In this particular case, Dark is not incredibly committed to it. I'm not really sure what the right answer is here. Dark loves to do these annoying hatch blocks. But he does delay the base. See if he can get another hatchery down. He wants it. He wants it. Oh man, this is too funny. The probe gets out of there. Nice move by the probe. Wait, what is it? Hero? What? Hold on, Hero. Oh my god, there's no scout in the main. Does he think it's fake? Does he think it's fake? Look at Hero. Sucker! Cannons in your base! Cannons in your base! Cannons in your base! Oh, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. The Zealot's here as well. Just to help buffer, buy time for these cannons to get up. It's going to be 2 cannons. Is that going to be enough? I don't think he's going to be able to take this base down. I think Dark can hold the natural. This is so annoying. Okay, hold on. Hero taking the gas, too. Now, a new hatch has gone down, but Hero's just going to cannon rush the base in his base. You can't base in my base. I'll cannon rush your base in my base. Spinecrawler on the way down. It's a little bit slow off creep, but it should speed up soon. But Hero is going to focus down this hatchery with that Zealot and with that Adept, and now the cannons can focus the hatch down. Ooh, is there going to be a transfuse? There's not going to be a transfuse, and Hero gets the kill on the hatchery. He's going to lose all of this. It doesn't matter. He's gotten the damage done. Killed a bunch of Lings as well. This hatch is definitely going to be forced to be canceled. This is a beautiful thing. I wonder if Hero was ready with this if Dark went for the hatch in his base like that. Because Dark does this. This is not an uncommon thing for Dark to do. And so I feel like Hero's been prepping for this. He's been waiting for Dark to pull this shit back out so he can hit him with the Forge follow-up. Oh my god, I'm so happy, guys. I was just talking about how we don't see enough cannon rushes. And then we get GSL, and now we get this. And I just love these players so much. Thank you, Hero. Depths are going to get caught a little bit here. But they'll trade out okay with the Lings. I would say to make this worth it. I mean, I don't know. The Lings are going to be happy to get the kills for sure. Oracle coming across now. See if he can't get some drone damage. More Lings on the way here for Dark. He's only on 23 drones right now. Make that 22, 21, 20. And he's starting to drone up now. But that's feeling kind of painful as a lot of dead Lings. And then remaking a lot of Lings. Second Oracle is out as well, so the Ling's not going to be able to really get any damage done back at home. There's still a cannon back here to help with DPS. I don't know. This is looking like a great game for Hero. He's ahead workers. Ahead on tech, I guess. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of tech, but he's got the Stargate at least. And he's got +1 on the way already. Dark drops the Evo Chamber in his main. Is he going to go for something cheeky here? Usually Evo Chamber in that position means like a +1 melee. Try to bust down some walls with your Lings and or Banes. Could go for a Carapace as well and just go heavy on Lings and Roaches. Hero's playing this kind of how you'd expect. Twilight Council, Robo, follow-up. Trying to get into that solid ground army. And he's going to be +1 melee. This could be... Dark could try to hit a big swing of Lings when this finishes up, but I feel like this is more just an investment until later on in the game. Trying to get that +1 melee and just get your Lings and Banes into a better position against the gateway army of your opponent. But Hero, he's not messing around. Templar Archives and Charge starts up right away. He drops down 3, 4 more gates. He's going to have a lot of gateway power to push into Dark in a little bit here. A lot of charge lots, Archons. It's going to be powerful. +1 melee can help, but I feel like Dark really needs to get into Banelings. He really desperately needs a Bane Nest right now. And I don't think he realizes it. I don't think he realizes he's going to be up against, I mean, essentially a big 2-base all-in from Hero, who is building 4 more gates on top of the 4 he already has. That, my friends, is 8 gates. That's the 8 gate. 8 gate Charge Zealot with Archons. Here's going to have an extremely powerful push. The Roach Warren is not done yet. There is no Bane Nest. +1 melee is not done. And Hero, he is moving out right now. Dark is getting ready to hold. He's got more Lings on the way, just non-stop Ling production right now until that Roach Warren is done. He can start up some Roaches, more supply-efficient units, which are going to be good. They're very larva efficient, and all his queens are at the front line, so there's not a lot of transfusing happening right now, or injecting happening right now. Oracle doesn't get the stasis trap down, but it does allow Hero to get onto creep a little bit. Spinecrawler is still here. I don't know, Dark's pretty well set up defensively against this. I feel like he's going to be able to have the whole 10 Roaches popping. This is looking very nice for Dark, actually. I was really worried that he wasn't going to be ready for Hero's push, but Dark is absolutely ready for Hero's push. He's got a lot of stuff up here, man. Is it going to be enough? Hero's going to have a lot of strong units, but he gave time for Dark to get that +1 melee finish, and now the huge Ling surround here with the roaches popping out. It feels like Dark's got enough, but I don't know. That supply dropping pretty quickly here. Can the Archons stay alive and keep that Big Daddy pressure going? Roaches trying to clean them up, but so far, Hero maintaining the position. Spore Crawler moving into position underneath the Prism, and actually this Prism in danger of going down. It stays alive just barely. 5 hit points. But it looks like Dark is going to hold. 13 drones going down though, so while that was a hold, that was a painful hold. Oh, he gets that queen too right before this Zealot dies. Hero takes the worker lead. His third base is up and running behind this. I don't know. Dark holds on, but still feels like a good position for Hero. Archon harassed to follow this up. Immortals coming out. Dark's just trying to drone back up, get his economy to a good place. Maybe at least even with Hero. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Hero is what I would call in a good spot, but against somebody like Dark, we've already seen today Dark be able to put crazy amounts of pressure on such a low economy. And as he gets up to 60 workers, he is just going to start pumping out units once again. There's that Bane Nest we were missing earlier. +1 missile attacks on the way now to help out with that +1 melee. And Dark seems to just be making units for the time being. We'll keep an eye on if he makes any more drones. But it feels like he's going to stop at 61, at least for a while. However, Hero's starting to push in. This is usually when it goes well for the Zerg. If they're planning to attack and then they get attacked, that's usually good for the Zerg. But in this situation, Hero might have enough to push through. I don't know. This Immortal's going to show up. The Charge Load Archon's feeling so strong. This Prism is still here, still alive. Hero does get pushed back, but that is no 4th base for Dark. And Hero's going to start up his own back at home. Keeping the pressure on as well, just trying to poke and prod Dark, make sure he continues to build units instead of droning up. Not allowed to drone up when Hero's here. Seven more drones on the way for Dark. Okay, so he is going to go ahead and get some more economy out. Dark feeling a little bit stifled at the moment. Hero relenting a little bit on the Charge Load Archon as well. He's got double upgrade pumping, actually going for shields and +2 armor. Interesting choices as he gets into... I was going to talk about Blink, but there's the Fleet Beacon in the second Stargate again. Hero going straight into the carriers again. This is the scary part for the Protoss. We always talk about that carrier transition. You become very weak for a little while. This is a lot of money invested in these first 2 carriers. The first 2 carriers are by far the most expensive ones because you have a second Stargate, a Fleet Beacon, and 2 carriers and all their interceptors to build. So much time, it's so much money. It means your ground army is going to suffer a little bit. But once those carriers start coming out, they become very powerful, as we've seen. I love this for Hero too. Also going for the Robo Bay while he's getting into carriers. Disruptors can be really good here against the Roach Ravager. Even Colossi, honestly, could be not too bad. They're sending a big counterattack here. Lings and Banes. Hero's got some units right out front, though. Waiting for it. Prism getting extremely low again. Down to 19 shields. Oh! And here comes Dark. Trying to run in. He does get through, but remember there's a cannon here. Disruptor popping out right now, but this fourth base is the real story here as Dark starts bullying his way through, trying to bust into this base. Baneling smashing through as well. It's going to be a lot of dead probes, 9, 10 dead workers. But Hero still maintains the worker lead. He gets 5 kills on the other side of the map. And he is going to push this away, not taking too much damage on either side. And now Hero looks like he wants to counter push. He should have both of those carriers out. And I feel like if he pushes with those carriers right now, Dark is not going to be ready for it. He does have a Spire about halfway done. His Infestation Pit is on the way, so he can get into either Infestors or Hive, or probably both. The longer Hero gives him, the better this is for Dark. Well, kind of. He is droning a little bit. But it is still 4 bases to 4. And even though Hero just lost a bunch of workers, again, he still just has more. So it ends up being a pretty even split on the economy. More Disruptors coming out. Disruptors can be very strong here. Oh, some Banelings. They keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Right into the probes. 9 probes going down. Hero just immediately replaces that with more army, getting his army to a pretty hefty 140 supply. This is going to be a very powerful push. Dark, I don't know if he's going to be ready for this. 7 Infestors on the way. They will pop with a fungal, but will they be ready to use it? Big surround coming in here. Those Lings trying to get some damage on the backside while the Biles hit the front. Hero, though, not stopping. He's pushing in. The carriers helping to deal with those Lings. Biles going down everywhere. Microbial Shroud hitting the Ravagers. That's going to diminish the amount of damage these carriers are doing, but the ground army might still be too much, and it is. And Hero will push through. So many of the games between these two in this series were so back and forth, it felt impossible to call who was going to win. There was a few times, and I think every single one of these games, where I thought the player was going to win and then they ended up losing. And that was one of them. Dark definitely had some moments in that game, but Hero ends up running away with it. Doesn't lose his advantage that he had, and ends up taking yet another KSL victory.